Oh, what's up, YouTube? We are Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. It's your boy King Hooley. I'm here with Ryan Brooks and the man Hollow Point, my A1 from day one.
Yep.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the new channel.
New channel
update. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead and smash that like button for us. So tonight we're gonna talk about a few things like some NFL news. Hollow Point brought it up to my attention and said we need to talk about it, so that's what we're gonna do. So Hollow Point, let's get into it. You wanna get into it? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
Okay, yeah. You wanna get into it? We're gonna talk about these the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tennessee Titans
Yeah,
this
man.
Sunday.
So it's some big games. I think I never thought that we would be sitting here talking about Cleveland Browns in a big game against the Tennessee Titans, but here we are. I still don't respect Mayfield as a quarterback, but they got one of the best running games in the league with Nick Chubb.
I agree with that. Yeah, I was gonna say Nick Chubb has
Chubb
been a
and
monster.
back there.
Right.
Yeah, and so on the other end, you got the monster in Derrick Henry.
Right.
He's the monster. So you got one of the monsters, and then the main monster. So it's like kind of like the rubber meeting the road right now.
Right.
So it's going to be a good game. They play similar styles. They both got good defenses, not great, decent. They got pass rushers, and they both have quarterbacks that they kind of like want them to manage the game, not necessarily turn the ball over. Do some play action when you can, but we're not trying to get you. We're not trying to let you throw the ball 30, 40 times a game.
So, Tannehill. Tannehill, you think he's gonna have a pretty good game? Because I haven't completely watched the Cleveland Browns defense, but I'm not because I know I don't think it's up to par. I don't think it's like style. I think it's probably like a young defense, and they're not. Nothing this year has sticking out to them. I have Tennessee win this game for the simple reason they have the monster Derrick Henry. I don't see any too much like happening for Tannehill or that wide receiver core over in Tennessee unless I could be wrong.
Yeah, well, I think Tennessee's receiving core is pretty. They're actually pretty good. They got AJ Brown is a beast.
Okay.
I think as far as
big game this past week, didn't he?
What's that?
AJ Brown.
Yeah,
I heard his name come up a couple times this week.
Yeah, he's had a couple good big games these past couple weeks, man. And he's a second-year receiver, but he's a prime time. And then as far as Cleveland's defense, they have Myles Garrett, who's their main pass rusher.
Right.
They got good cornerbacks too.
Yeah, they also have good cornerbacks. Good call. On that. But they're a bunch of unknowns. I think that's for me. That's why I like that game because there's so much unknown. But both of them sitting at 8-3. Titans are leading the AFC South, and the Browns are the top of the wild card. So it's an 8-3. For me, a must win for both teams. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. See how it goes. Yeah, Rams and the Cardinals. That's another pretty big game for the NFC West. With the Cardinals, like they were hot early, like a couple weeks and started going the down streak, and then you have the Rams who've been playing well over the past like 2 or 3 weeks. Well, I would say a lot better over the past 2 or 3 weeks. And this is a must-win situation for both teams, in my opinion. What do you think?
Ryan, I'm gonna defer to you, and I'll come in after you.
Well, I think the Cardinals gonna win on that one because I like how Murray's been playing. He's playing pretty good as a quarterback. I think,
So, so, so I think the Cardinals are at home is a kind of a big thing for me because they play really good at home. They play way better at home than they do on the road. Kyler Murray, he's kind of trying to find himself, but I think he's more comfortable at home. So he ain't trying to make those Superman heroic plays every time he drops back.
Right.
I think they got to try to get more balanced than they are. He's dropping it back, throwing it to D-Hop every time he gets back. It's kind of, sets him up for failure a little bit. But
It does.
I think with, I'm gonna be honest with you, I like the Rams in this one because I like Donald.
That dude's a beast, man. Aaron Donald's a freaking beast. He's a problem. He's a problem.
Donald's a game changer. And so the only thing that's stopping the Rams from being a good team is Jared Goff.
I agree with you. And that's the general consensus of Rams fan that out here in LA that Jared Goff doesn't have what it takes.
No.
We could have seen that a couple years ago, even when they went to the Super Bowl. That was pretty. That year they went to the Super Bowl was pretty much predicated off the defense. The defense carried them all the way there. Just couldn't do. Because offense couldn't put any points on the board in that Super Bowl, but whatever. Jared Goff is trash. As much as I like Kyler Murray, I'm gonna have to take the Rams on this because the Rams have been playing really well over the past. I would say great. They haven't been playing great. They've been playing better than what they should be playing.
Yeah.
Okay, if that makes any sense. They're playing above, a little bit above. I think they probably hit their stride a little bit too late in the season, and they're gonna. I don't know. It'll be hard for me to say that they would catch let's say Seattle and for the division, but they'll put up a fight.
Yeah,
I
think the West is the strongest.
Absolutely.
In the entire NFL, I think, and I think the Cardinals and this is the reason why I picked it as a good game because the outcome is going to determine which path both of these teams are going to go to. Because the rest of the schedule, they have a nice schedule, but it's kind of tough. But I think Arizona is like a must-win for both of them. But I don't know. I see Arizona kind of trending one way and.
Right, they're doing that weird thing.
It's gonna be a tough matchup.
I guess like this. They're doing that weird thing where the Cardinals were up here and they started playing like crap and they're starting to go down while the Rams are starting to catch whatever or catch some breaks and they actually start put together and start winning some games. The Rams are 7-4 and the Cardinals are 6-5. Definitely, I would say it's a much more of a must-win situation for the Cardinals, and hopefully with them being at home, where they tend to play well, a little bit better than they do on the road. Hopefully, for their case, that will play a part of it. But right now, the way the Rams are playing, I don't see it. But the Rams they haven't been that great on the road either. So we'll see what happens. But I think
that's why I mark it, man. Because and the one thing that I realized, because I thought I had it figured out when Buffalo went to Arizona. I thought for sure that Buffalo was just going to go there and just handle it. But Arizona pulled it out. And it's just like Kyler Murray's that dude.
He is, and he's been that dude for a while, and he's going to continue to be that dude.
I think he's going to be a player as long as he want to be. So I think with the last one, the game that I mentioned, speaking of the Bills, I said the Bills and 49ers is going to be a game to watch. And I say that, and I know people look at the Niners record and they say, oh, well, they're 5-6. They were pretty much out of it in the NFC because of how strong all the teams are. But I think they're getting right at the right time. Like they're getting their defense, their running game back solid. Mostert come back. They got Deebo Samuel coming back. They got that Nick the quarterback, McMullins, I think is his last name, but he's actually playing he's playing the way that they wanted Jimmy G to play. It's like they don't want you to be a cowboy. They just want you to make plays. You know, don't turn the ball over, manage the game. Give it up to your strength, which is your running game to get you where you need to be, have good special teams. That's what play the game like it's meant to be with field position, time of possession.
Right.
You know, get your timely scores, play good defense. So
they were looking for a game manager, and I think he's finally stepped into that. He's finally stepped into that role of being a game manager, and not just getting used to playing from behind all the time and getting into that proverbial quicksand. I think that was been his problem like the entire time Jimmy G's been out. He's come in and he's played okay when he has to, but like as soon as that one mistake happens, the wheels fall off. You know. And that's what's been with that. I don't understand like how that transfer over to like the 49er defense, who are just stout. And I think it was like some mixed that. Well, I guess with them some injuries also with the 49ers defense that kind of played in that too. So last week they looked really good. 49ers did. They looked really good, and they coming up against they're bringing the Bills into Levi Stadium. And it was some Monday night game.
Well, actually, there's going to be in the Cardinal Stadium because remember, they got kicked out of their home stadium.
Oh.
Remember that?
Wow, that's right.
Yeah. Remember their county, whatever their county people up there was like, hey, no organized sports for anybody.
Wow.
So they moved all the way from San Francisco to
That's right.
Arizona.
Yeah, I'm thinking that was just LA County, like that whole lockdown thing. I keep forgetting.
Yep.
I work at Amazon, so like it's not like it doesn't affect me too much. I still have to get up and go to work. You know what I mean? But I forget about the rest of California and that lockdown. So they're going to go to Arizona and play.
Yeah, they're playing. They're next. They have 2 home games, and then one of their games actually happens to play against Arizona in Arizona. So it's like that's going to be a new home for the next month or so, for as long as this little lockdown is going to be. So,
sheesh, yeah, they have
Ryan, what's your thought on the Bills and the Niners, man?
I haven't seen too much of the 49ers, but I think when the Bills are clicking, man, I think they're a tough team to deal with.
Yeah.
But
I agree with that. What do you think of Josh Allen?
Me?
No, Ryan.
Okay, Ryan. Okay.
I think he's solid. I think he's solid. I think he's a solid quarterback. I don't think you can expect too much out of him, really.
It's okay to call him trash. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
I wouldn't call him. I don't want to call him trash.
I don't want to call him trash.
No bunches on here, man. We truth be told.
I really don't. I don't want to call him trash. Like I call him trash in the beginning of the season, but he showed me something completely different, and I can change my mind when someone shows me something different, right? Thank you. I did. See,
that's not.
He's not trash. He's not
just
trash.
To give you some background, our my co-host here lit him on fire, like lit him up. Like,
oh man,
garbage. I don't know why he plays football. He should just jump off a bridge. And like now, like his first 4 so games, he was looking like a first ballot Hall of Famer, just dropping dimes, running for 50, 60 yards, 4 touchdowns a game. And so then he had to come back on and say, "Oh my bad. He is pretty good. He's okay." He's not
then he started showing me exactly why I said before. So
you
don't know what you get when you get a Josh Allen. I think the last time he played over there in Arizona, he's like a roller coaster, right? Like the last time he played in Arizona, he might go back to Arizona and be shell shocked because last time he was there. And
I think what happens when he panics, he goes into his old mode. He goes when it's like when Rocky got hit, he's going southpaw or right-handed. And we got hit with the hook. He started going, no tricks, I ain't switching. I think that's him. Yeah. So I think that's what he does. When he panics, he goes back into his old self. So he starts holding the ball and making these turnovers, or throwing the ball places he shouldn't be throwing it.
Right.
But when he got John Brown and Stephon Diggs playing the way they're playing, I think they're good. But their problem is they don't have a solid, reliable running game.
They don't.
Yeah.
So they have a guy, but he's not that good. They haven't been running the ball that well. So now teams are like almost like putting.
Biggest mess.
They don't even have to put 8 in the box. They always come out with that extra safety, put them in coverage, or they spy Allen in case he wants to run, and they end up getting that. And then they use a lot of zone on him because he's not really that good against the zone.
He's horrible.
I think we'll see what the Niners can do, man. I think. So we're gonna see what the Niners do.
I think that defense is gonna be. I think they have Joey Bosa coming back. Nick Bosa coming back, right? Is it Nick Bosa or Joey Bosa in San Francisco? It's Nick, right?
I think it's Nick. Joey's
the Chargers. So when Nick Bosa's coming back, and he was injured for great deal of the season. Like he was one of those guys about 6 weeks. Like he went down the same week Jimmy G went down, I believe.
Yep. Same game.
Him coming back, I mean, him being back is in Richard Sherman's actually playing like back to being a Pro Bowl caliber cornerback, like defensive back right now too. Jared Allen's gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
I think 49ers. Josh Allen. No, Josh Allen's gonna have some problem. I think the 49ers wins this convincingly.
Ooh, I like that. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. YouTube, that's what we bring, man. For everybody who hasn't listened to the podcast,
yes, sir.
Real quick. If you haven't listened to the podcast, go to any of your places where you can get podcasts. You go to iTunes, go to Google, you go to Spotify, you go to iHeartRadio, you can go to Radio Republic.
Mm-hmm. There's so many of them. Yeah, Breaker, you can go
check out our podcast. Yep. And we're gonna start putting on. We're gonna start putting out more content on here. Not only our live stuff, but I'm gonna put probably some of our outtakes from our video recordings because we record everything.
It's so funny.
You'll be able to see that. Our outtakes are probably funnier than our show sometimes. So
guarantee that.
Be ready to check us out. I wanted to real quick before we get into the basketball stuff. Speaking of and Huli, I wanted you, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you about it, but as everybody knows, Ryan's my little brother.
Right.
Him and his boy Sterling, right? Sterling. So they got this company now, this business called Chosen Road. And I'm gonna have him talk about it. But I'm gonna give you basic overview. Basically, they're training young kids to have their basic fundamentals, sports fundamentals, so basketball, baseball, football. They're teaching them their level 1 stuff, teaching them how to move, teaching them how to stronger, teaching them how to do it the right way, teaching them how to eat right, how to you go to weight room, that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna let you talk about it. Tell us a little bit about it, man. Say what's up.
What's up, man? But yeah, Chosen Road Athletics, man. It's just it's more like a skills training. We work on like more like footwork, the basic fundamental things. Because you use footwork in basketball, baseball, football. So we work on that and try to get you stronger and make sure you eat healthy, eat good, man. Because nutrition is very important. And we trying to build like a brotherhood or family oriented place, you know, for Chosen Road Athletics. So, man, we out here trying to grind and get it.
That's what's up, bro. That's good to hear, man. We need a lot of that back in the community because I remember when I was coming up in Hollow Point, probably say the same thing. We grew up in kind of close neighborhoods with the same school, close enough neighborhoods where there were always like adults around, like showing us how to shoot jump shots, showing us like just the basics of sports. So I know what that meant for me. Kudos to you and and your homie for putting that on, man. And I swear, if I lived close, I would definitely put my son in there, my 13-year-old in it, because that's all he wants to do. He wants to be involved in so much sports. So I would definitely put him in there. Matter of fact, when I come down, we're gonna set up a training shop with you guys with my son.
Yeah.
What's up, man? That's great to hear, bro.
Yeah, man. Tell them where can they, if they want to contact you, how can they contact you?
Well, right now you can contact me on my phone, a cell
Email.
phone. Email, you can contact me on my email, Ryan.Brooks. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Chosen Rose Athletics.
There we go. We just did this.
We just did this.
My bad.
You good, Ryan? You good? Like, hey, you know. Yeah,
But no, man, I'm telling, man, I'm like, we work. I tried to help out as much as I can with it, man. So we hooked up his email, his Chosen Road Athletics at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
And he got his business card, should be showing up anytime soon, and we got him some that way we can get him some business that way, man. So he's already taken off, and I'm so proud of him, man. So that's to the moon. To the moon.
So, that's what's up, dude. We're gonna make sure we're gonna support you, bro. So it's all the support in the world for Truth Be Told Sports Podcast.
For sure.
As it happens.
For sure.
So what's up, man?
As far as NBA, man, there's some hotness.
It's some hotness. Like, first off, let's talk about. You know what? The one thing I'm excited about, and I'm kind of upset just a little bit about the city jerseys release. Some of them has been really nice, man.
Swing and a miss.
Which one have you seen them all?
I've seen most of them. I saw the Miami.
Ryan, have you? Okay, obviously Miami one has been you saying no on that one. I'm on the fence on it. I probably wouldn't buy one. I think the hottest one is Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas has their city jersey is a white jersey. I think like with almost white letters but outlining gold, bro.
Oh.
Sick.
Oh.
Like so sick. It's so sick. Like saying I play NBA 2K21. My guy's on his last end of his contract. I might go to Dallas just to rock them jerseys, bro. They're like trying to figure out like what am I going to do? Like where am I going to go? I'm asking Pearl and everything. Like, but I think it'd probably be Dallas just to rock those jerseys.
Right.
They do.
We're real vain up in here, right?
Exactly. We're real vain. Like we might not make the playoffs, but we're gonna look good failing.
I saw the Lakers one. It was the white with the blue.
Well, yeah, that was kind of dope too.
I like that.
That was kind of dope. The Clippers is just like it's still the Mr. Cartoon inspired Lakers, but it's just on a black jersey instead now.
The Atlanta one was dope.
The MLK.
Yeah,
that was pretty fat.
I like that one.
And there was another San Antonio's. San Antonio's actually is like almost like a throwback of their to like the 90s San Antonio uniforms. I mean, not really a uniform, but the logo.
Yeah.
The uniform like it's too much hasn't changed a lot. It's still the same.
Yeah. You know what's so funny, man? I feel like they such content and organization now that because they won so many times that they just feel like they don't need to do other stuff. Like they're like, bro, we didn't want enough. What we need to do? All right, let's come up with a silver uniform. Okay, cool. Silver.
Right, we're just gonna win in that.
Yeah. So
like some of those I like a lot of those city the city jerseys. I think those are pretty fat. I think some of them are pretty fat.
I know Miami your squad, man, but I think Miami kind of went too hard in the paint on theirs. I think they tried too hard.
I think so too. It was I like the Vice jerseys. I like the Coast teams that are pretty dope.
I get what they tried to do.
I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to put them all into one, and that's not. I don't know.
It's like a bad tie-dye experiment.
Yeah, you remember those shirts that like just change colors?
Right.
Like if the jersey did that,
yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Like if it was like blue on one side and when the highlight hits one spot it's pink.
Yeah.
That will be dope.
Right.
But it doesn't. It makes it seem like it does it. It does that, but it doesn't. So like I don't know.
It just seemed like there was like a bad tie-dye experiment.
100%.
So I was like, it might be like swing and a miss.
Pat was just put a price tag on it. Just put a price tag on it and get it out of my face. Like, yes.
That's right. That's right. We ain't got time for all that. Oh,
That's
fumble.
not a problem. Uh-oh. Drop the camera again.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. But yeah, so a lot of good signings, a lot of trades that I didn't think was gonna happen. Of course, being selfish, I'm on mention that we locked in AD for the 5 years, 190 mil championship. And then of course we got LeBron for 2 years, 85 mil. I'm gonna ask you a question because maybe you could figure this out. For them to say they don't have no money, they sure is spending a lot of money.
Well,
did payday hit and I didn't know what happened? Like what? How does it work? I don't understand.
Okay.
How they're able to spend that money when they claim they were so cap stricken.
When you have like someone like LeBron James and then you have Anthony Davis that locks up, you can legit sign anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You got those two on the team, you can legit sign anybody else for basically peanuts. And
I think that's what happened.
I think that's, because you hear those things like KCP he signed a decent contract, right?
He had a 3-year deal. I think he got 3-year 24 mil or 3-year 18. Yeah, 24 mil.
3-year 24 mil when you just signed LeBron to a 2-year extension for $85 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah. And then, but then you got Harold. Harold signed like a 2-year 14 mil.
14.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? You have those players those people who will do any, who know they win a championship if they play with LeBron and play with AD on the same team.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, if you feel like you can contribute, hell yeah, I'll take $2 million. Like if I would gladly take $2 million if the Lakers feel like I can get up and down the court 3 times.
Jared Allen.
You know what I'm saying?
Jared Allen got paid a contract. Shout out to him. That's our guy. Shout out to Jared Allen. He got another contract. How he did it, I don't know, but he did.
Like, whoa.
Yeah. He literally put on a tweet that said, "Man, y'all can cut me if it means y'all get another title."
Get another title.
And I'm looking back, like if I'm an executive, and I'm looking, and I'm like, dog, we was probably gonna cut you anyway. We didn't really need your permission. Like you,
right?
We can hire a towel waiver anywhere.
Ooh, he's hot. Bron's
right?
hot.
Like, yeah.
Where's the T Cleaves at? You know what I'm saying? We
right.
Bring him in.
That's what I'm saying. So
we bring him
right,
in.
they re-signed him. He's like, so Ryan, we have a couple guys in our roster that are like we're real proud of, like because there's no way they should literally be in the league, but they're there and they're in the league.
They hanging around,
they're making
bro.
money and they're striving. Like
hey,
like
get that
Austin
paper,
Rivers,
baby.
right?
Oh, that's our
Austin
favorite
Rivers.
coach's son right there.
That's the coach's son of the year right there.
Don't you talk about Austin, or you be riding the bench. He's gonna cancel our show. This is our first YouTube. It's gonna be done.
That's
Austin
our
Rivers
guy
talking
right
about
there.
this. That's our guy right there. Hey, shout out to Austin Rivers, man.
Shout out to
it's
Rivers,
Friday
man.
night. It's probably pizza night at the Rivers con.
That's tough.
Yeah. I'm asking, does he get a separate delivery in the pool house, or like how does it work?
Hell yeah, he does. He downloaded the app by himself. You know what I'm saying? So
he got his own DoorDash.
Yeah, you got to do DoorDash.
Austin Rivers tough though, man. I like Austin Rivers though.
No, man, he's good, man. He's all right, but he's not making on his own good. You know what I'm saying? Like
Making his own
he
good.
can play. He
can
has
play basketball. He got some skills, but he probably yeah.
If Rivers wasn't on the back of his jersey, I'm not sure he's still in the league.
I think he'd be bagging groceries at fucking Safeway.
I don't know. Maybe he like a middle school basketball coach or something. I don't know.
Austin Rivers?
Yeah, like maybe he teach science. Maybe he's smart. You don't know.
Oh, yeah. Possible. I think he teaches science. He probably does.
Yeah, talking about astrology and stuff. You don't know his life, you know.
Well, you know, give Austin Einstein, like, you know, his credit due. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, see, and we talk about Austin, right? But if Pat Beverly is still in the league, and remember back in the day, remember John Crotty? Remember John Crotty?
Yes, how?
Oh, like if John Crotty can make it, I feel like anybody can make it, right?
Anybody can make it,
John
bro.
Crotty?
Yeah, Patrick Beverly too. I don't understand how Patrick Beverly's still in the league.
And he signed for 2 different teams.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he's controversy. He's a reporter's dream because he's going to create some kind of controversy somewhere. You know, he's tough. Like,
but yeah, you dunked on me, but guess what?
He's tough on defense. So a lot of people nowadays, right?
Yeah, you dunked on me, but guess what?
They'll interview him, and he's kind of like he has that like.
I'm just gonna dig on my nose on the bench.
He's like somebody erases memory. He's like, well, I could lock down LeBron. I could lock down LeBron, no problem. I'm like, what? What are you? He just dropped 30 on you.
Like, he must be talking about LeBron James Jr.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
He's talking about Bronny. I can lock down
trash.
LeBron.
He's trash. LeBron's trash, he says. Come on, man.
Yeah.
What are you doing? But he's like that guy that they look for. He's that soundbite. You know, he plays solid defense, and I think with the league now having more specialists than actual well-rounded basketball players, I think he has a spot because of that. You know, he's there for that solid tenacity defense, whatever.
Right, and you're right. He does say a bunch of stuff. As I guarantee, when Austin Rivers was with the Clippers, they were probably like, "Hey, Austin, congratulations, you made your bet. All right, but we need to talk to Patrick Beverly right now. Good job for making your bet. Heard about that. Good job." But Patrick, you know, I'm sorry, man. Austin Rivers, like, dude, if you want to come on the show, seriously.
No
bro,
disrespect.
like, I love you because you were good, bro. And I still go back and look up at that 2011 shot.
The game winner.
The game winner.
The game winner.
Makes me proud, bro. It makes me proud.
Absolutely. He's a baller, man.
Yeah, you're a baller, bro.
He got skills.
Just the coach's son, man. And we gotta get the coach's son some shit.
Coach's son, we're gonna give it to you, dog. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give it to you every time, bro. Sorry, bro. That's just fault.
It's life, man. But so like LeBron AD, they signed. So looming over Giannis's head is this 5-year, $220 deal.
Mm-hmm.
Why hasn't he signed that yet?
In my opinion, I don't know. Like, to me, Chris Middleton ain't a fucking good enough bargaining chip for me to stay in a town like Milwaukee. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll be gone. Like if you're gonna bring me. It's kind of the same thing I was kind of hitting around with De'Aaron Fox. Like, you're gonna sign me, it's cool. You're giving me all this money, but right now I want to win. Okay, you can give me all this money, but like, what are you gonna do to help me win this championship? It's cool. I'm paid. Great. You know, but I also want a championship ring. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? That's what if they can't. Who wants to go to Milwaukee, bro? Who wants to go to Milwaukee? Like,
I'm with you. I'm with you. The Fox thing is that's a separate issue. That's a separate issue.
To me, it's the same thing. It's
I don't know
like the same thing.
If Fox,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I say it's different because Giannis is the MVP of the league and defensive MVP and defensive player of the year, whatever. Fox is a decent point guard. He's not I think Sacramento had to give the money to somebody, and he was the somebody they gave to because he's the best person on their team. Right. Like, I don't think, not to count other people's money, but I don't think Fox is that guy that should get that money. But he got it, so, hats off to him for getting it.
Absolutely.
But with Giannis, I just don't know if I'm turning that money down. Given like the team they didn't really lose much off of what they had last year. Right? True. And what they had last year, they got beat by the Heat.
They did.
Because of strategy with coaching. It wasn't personnel, I don't think. I think
it was partly coaching. It was, but take away Giannis, what do you have?
I think the coach has to bring the rims back and say, hey, Giannis, you can't just run in and run over people and do a spin move and take a shot and think that's going to be the offense.
Oh,
like,
guess
that
what?
can't be a move.
You know,
Right?
it can't be because guess what?
Shoot an 18
because Giannis will have to develop a jump shot, which he doesn't have.
Right.
You know, you can't tell him not to do that because then he can't do shit else. I mean, he's good defensively, but if you tell Giannis he can't go into the post, tell him he can't just bull run over everybody, take 2 steps from half court and then dunk it. You know what I'm saying? You tell him he can't do that, then he doesn't. You take away his whole offense. Take away his whole offense. That means you take away the entire offense of the Milwaukee Bucks. They don't have any. They don't have anything because it centers around Giannis. If Giannis can get inside the paint and he's able to kick it out to Middleton and hit 3-pointers, he's able to kick it out to Eric Bledsoe if Eric Bledsoe's still there.
So that's why I say it's about strategy, man. That's why I say it's coaching. It's not that they don't have the ability. It's that's the way they play. It's like it's a choice, right?
Right.
It's like Giannis can go in, and even if he's not pulling up for 18, they're still going to collapse on him and have people cut.
He can't pull up for 18 anyway. He can't shoot.
Huh?
That's why he can't shoot.
No,
That's
what
why
I'm saying is he's gonna garner attention either way, whether he's trying to pull up or not. Right. So you're either kicking or they're cutting and you're passing. You know, on the way to the rim. You know, but I think has a lot to do with making that adjustment to where you're involving your team instead of letting them watch you play. I think when they played the Heat were already on this roll where they knew who they were as a team and they was playing that way. Like if you notice, Jimmy was doing the same stuff that Giannis was doing. The difference is he was hitting 18-footers. That's the only difference. Like he would do that 1-4, except he would kick it to Hero or he'd kick it to Duncan.
Duncan, yeah.
They would hit those threes, and that was the difference.
Right.
So I think it had a lot more to do with coaching than it do with Giannis.
Well, I'm saying I agree with you. Like it had a lot to do with coaching, but but when you have like Giannis and you have that team, that's the only way you can coach, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can do it because like if you shut down Giannis, they don't have anything. But he's what? Let's say I would say 75% of their offense and good like 80% of their defense.
Yeah, something like that.
Right? He's about 75% of the offense.
Yeah, I mean he's a big part of the offense.
He gets a lot of touches.
He brings the ball on the court.
Yeah,
almost times.
Almost every time. It's like, you know, get out to let him do what he has to do. And if he gets too far underneath the basket or if he gets if someone like stops his dribble on the perimeter, he can't do anything but pass. And that's why they pay Chris Middleton to be wide open and hit those shots. Chris Middleton owes his 2 not MVPs, but also appearances to fucking Giannis. He does.
Yeah.
So if I was Chris Middleton, I would be shaking in my boots like, okay,
they already are.
Are you going to Miami? And if so, can I go with you? You know what I'm saying? Because like that will make Chris Middleton like the dude, pretty much. So, I mean, the way the over the past 2 years they've been building him up to be like
he's already shown that he's not the dude. Like when Giannis went out, as much as Middleton's my dude, my boy, and I like him.
I like him a lot.
He's a good player. I mean, but he's not. He's a good secondary player. And he knows that. Like he plays well off of Giannis because most of Giannis's assists come to kicking it to Middleton.
Right, like he's a great.
And Middleton will take like 5 or 10 minutes in a game where he's getting hot, where he's taking off. But he's not a primary plan to stop that guy.
No. He's only starting because like they don't have anybody else on that team.
Yeah, I mean maybe. I agree. I can't disagree with you.
I don't think he goes anywhere else as a starter. I'm just saying I don't think Chris Middleton goes anywhere else and is a starter. Maybe Sacramento.
Yeah, well, anybody goes.
Maybe Sacramento, but like I can't think of anywhere else where Middleton would go and
I
start
think
it
he's a
too.
good player. I think he goes New York. He can go to New York. He can go to freaking Brooklyn and
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
starter
yeah.
there. You know, he'd be a real good starter in Brooklyn because he ain't got to do much.
No, you don't. He just get out the way. He can be like Chris Bosh did.
Right. Right. But I think
Without,
I don't know if I'm leaving 223 million for 5 years. I don't know. I don't think
I
I'm
don't know.
like I think especially the team in the East good enough to win right now as
yeah,
it is constructed. I take that money.
yeah.
You know, because it's like
He still has a good team. He still has
yeah.
a good team.
Yeah, I think
Like
it's
they,
if you look if he signed right now when they about to start, they're still a top 3 team in the East
you're right.
right now
Without Giannis.
with Giannis.
With
Okay, with
Giannis,
Giannis. With
Yeah,
Giannis. Without
with
Giannis.
Giannis, they're a top 3 team.
Without Giannis, they're not in the playoff team.
No, well, of course not. I mean, without Giannis, they might be ninth. they'll be fighting for the ninth spot. But with Giannis, they're a top 3 team. But that's why I say you take that money. You take that money. You say, hey, y'all try. Y'all got Drew Holiday. I appreciate you.
yeah,
You know, you made us a little better. You know, maybe get one more big man or maybe one more 4. Maybe get a 4 or 3. Was it 3 or 4? 3.
Right.
And that could be a secondary, maybe a come off the bench guy. To be
Well,
honest.
yeah. Yeah. They would need
You know,
someone like that.
Yeah,
They
so
would
I
definitely
think
need that.
I think he should take it. I mean, I get what he's doing.
I think
he's
it's like
trying
if
to
he
put the
takes it.
pressure. He's trying to put the pressure on the Bucks to make moves, and they tried, but like you said, it's Milwaukee.
Yeah, he wants to go to Milwaukee.
It's just like
He wants to go to
Cleveland.
Milwaukee,
If
Ray
LeBron
J.
couldn't get nobody to Cleveland, so
They're not gonna, if he couldn't get anybody to Cleveland, they damn sure ain't get nobody to Milwaukee.
it's the same thing. It's just
Yeah,
it's
the
a
same thing.
small city. It ain't LA, it ain't New York, it ain't Miami. I'm
Right.
not trying to go there, you know.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean, with COVID, that may be an advantage to them because with COVID still happening, ain't a lot of nightlife anyway. It's not like anybody's doing anything but going home and going to work. So, but I don't know. I like that. I think he should sign. I mean, for me personally, 223 million. You know, that's a lot to turn down. You know,
for
just in
sure.
my opinion.
Especially for his age too.
For him being as young as he is,
Yeah,
223 million. That's generational wealth. So, I don't know. But this speaking of that, this Christmas lineup coming out, man, and I don't know how you feel about it, but it's gonna be some good games. Got Dallas and LA, the Lakers, and Pelicans Heat. It's gonna be a real good one. And then Warriors.
That's what I'm definitely. Warriors and Bucks is gonna be. I think that's gonna be a really good game too. A lot of people are expecting the Warriors to not do so great, but I think the opposite, man. They have a lot of Steph and those guys don't have a lot to prove. Losing Klay Thompson again for the rest of the season, kind of like it sucks. But I think they'll bounce back. I think the Warriors will be just fine.
I think it went from a definite they're back to a let's see how it goes type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of ifs involved because they don't know how good. They don't know how Oubre is gonna mesh. They don't know how big dude Wiseman's gonna be.
Oh, and Anthony Wiggins is like
he's been hitting the gym.
Yeah.
He's put some muscle on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And with Wiggins, what is Wiggins gonna bring this year? Is he gonna improve? So it's like a lot of ifs that they don't know about, as opposed to when Klay was there. We know we got Steph and Thompson. And
yeah, we know. We know we got at least 753 pointers for sure. At least 753 pointers between these two. Yeah, at least that.
Right.
At least that between these two guys right here. So
at least.
And then you got Draymond.
Oubre, he's right. I think Oubre and Wiggins are kind of the same player almost. I think Wiggins has gotten better jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
He's improved his jump shot and whatnot. I'm not sure. I've watched Oubre play some good games. but I've seen him play a whole lot of terrible games too.
I've seen I think on the defensive end he's a lot better. He's much more valuable. He has a lot of value to like the Golden State Warriors on defense than he does on offense.
He's long. He's like an Iguodala.
Right. He's an everyday man type player. He can guard pretty much all those positions on the floor except for the five. He's just kind of undersized for like to try to guard a five, but he would take a four on down. So I mean, Kelly Oubre's pretty good. I like him. He's very versatile. He's very versatile defensively too.
What'd you think there, young bro?
Oh yeah, I agree. I think the Warriors gonna do good, man. I think Kelly Oubre is gonna bring a lot to the Warriors, and I think A. Wiggins, I think he's gonna be a solid player. He's got a lot to work on. To me, I'm really not A. Wiggins person.
Yeah, he's had several, opportunity. Well. I don't want to say chances, but like he just hasn't.
You said it right.
He hasn't lived up to what he was supposed to. He was like the number one pick, or right around that, by Cleveland.
Yeah.
He was traded in at Kevin Love. Traded sent him actually to Minnesota. He was okay there, but then I thought with the pairing between him and Karl Anthony Towns, they thought one thing and they got something completely different.
That's on Towns. I think it was on both of them, but
I would say on both. Towns is the man there.
Huh?
Towns is the man in Minnesota.
He is now. I mean, he is, but now he plays. He's SAWFT soft, or at least he was. I don't know where he is now. He is soft.
The T. Soft.
The
T.
He don't like no contact. He don't like being on the post as a big man.
Mm-hmm.
I think
he only plays
like
tough when he mad.
When he go against big names. When he go against big names,
right?
That's where he shot down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when it's a premier matchup for him, he kind of folds under pressure.
Yeah.
He does that a lot. He does.
Every time it's a big marquee matchup where he got to step up, he didn't. And I think it was a big reason why their team had this expectation to be this place, and ended up. They were thinking they were going to be like kind of where the Nuggets were, at the end of the season. They just didn't work out. So
they really want him to be like a Anthony Davis type. That's what they want him to be.
That's what he wanted to be, but his body type don't equate.
His body type don't. Yeah, it don't.
He a 5, like he a true 5. Like he's wide and he's tall, and he's like. Yeah. He's supposed to be a rim protector. That's where he should be.
Right.
He can hit the outside jumper, but he shouldn't really be shooting it.
Why are you out there?
I don't need you making those.
It's in the paint.
Yeah. In the paint. Like if I'm his teammates, I'm blocking his shot. Get that shit.
What the fuck you doing?
Yeah. Get in the bank. Go. Get the rebound.
Man.
But also there's the Nets and Celtics, which should be a good one.
That's gonna be really
be a good one.
We got to see how Kyrie and Durant mash up.
Yeah, it'd be good to see that. And I think that's probably the only reason I will watch that game because, I'll take that back. Boston probably. God, that's gonna be a good matchup now.
Boston's gonna be tough, man. I'm telling you, they got Tristan Thompson.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about Boston from last year, and I was like, okay, Jason Tatum and what's his name? Rozier. Terry Rozier's there, right? And I'm like, okay, well, no. Kemba Walker.
Yeah, Kemba Walker.
There you go. I'm thinking about those two, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to remember like how much noise they made last year, but then I thought about it, and then I was like, man, they're still back. Then they added who else? They added someone this year.
Well, they have you forgot Jaylen Brown, so they got those three.
Okay.
And then they got Tristan Thompson from the
right. Okay, they added Tristan Thompson. They added someone else.
But they still got Marcus Smart. But I forgot who else they added. Damn it. Let me look.
Boston has the potential to look like the young New York Knicks of the '90s.
Yeah.
They have the potential to do that. That Jaylen Brown dude is good.
He is.
Jaylen Brown is good.
He's a beast, man. On both sides of the ball, he's a good two-way player.
Right. Until he messes up, then we have to get at his ass. If he messes, don't mess up Jaylen Brown. Don't mess up. Don't mess up one time, because then we be on your ass.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we don't hold no punches, man.
No punches.
No punches. No one's exempt.
Never.
You could be the best player in the league and then be trash in like a 2-week span. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
There's no. I mean, the standard's high.
I
Hey,
think the key for Boston though is what Walker though, man. How he's
Kemba Walker?
be this year. Yeah.
yeah. He has to get back. Like last year, I want to say it was kind of like an off year. He was getting that rust out of, like, I guess he was getting all that Charlotte Hornets crap out of his system
For sure.
last year. Like, he had moments like where he was good, but then like he just wasn't the Kemba Walker that I know.
I think that's a culture thing, though, man. Like, he was trying too hard to fit in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he had been so used to being the man, but losing.
Right.
You know, so it's like, I'm not trying to be the man here. I'm just trying to fit in, and I want to win. Well,
Right.
it was certain points during those games where they're like, man, we need you to be the Kemba Walker from
Kimbo. Yeah.
freaking UConn. You know, we need that guy.
Yeah,
We
we
need
him.
that guy here.
Like, who the is this?
Right. We don't need someone to just fit in and high five people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We got too many of them already. We need somebody to come in and dominate, you know. And I think he would have certain games where he was good, but he'd have certain games where he would disappear.
Disappear.
Right.
I think he needs to be, I think of this game, because he's gonna match up with Kyrie. And
Mhm.
Kyrie's probably gonna give him about 35, I'm thinking, somewhere like that. but as long as he giving back to him, I think it's okay. Like, I think if Kemba come out of that with at least like 24, 25, and then Tatum and Brown do their thing on, you know,
Right.
and if they come out with a win, even though he got his head busted by Kyrie, they're okay. It'll be tough. I think it'll be a good matchup.
Yeah.
I'm not confident on KD being 100%.
Man, I am. I think he's coming back with a vengeance, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he coming back with a vengeance.
I think so too. He has a lot. He has a lot to prove. He has a lot to because it's been like close to 2 years by the time, like about a year and a half before, like, since he's played a game. About that. Yeah. I feel sorry for him. KD's coming back. He's gonna have a pretty good year. He has a lot to prove, dude. He has a lot.
I don't know if I agree. He has a lot to prove. I think he needs to show that he's healthy,
Right.
and that he could win as a top guy, not just be the best player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
No, he needs to show that he's on LeBron's like level. And I know he always say, "Well, I beat LeBron twice in the finals, so what does that make me?" I was like, "Well,
You really didn't beat LeBron twice in the finals.
Just you.
It wasn't just you. It was you and this
Two of
person,
the best shooters in the history of the NBA.
This person and that person and this person and that person there.
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm like, this year, I think he has to prove that he's a leader of a good team. You know, and I think he can prove that. And maybe that is a lot, but I think if he's healthy, he'll probably average like 32 a game. You know, he gonna get the ball on the free throw line extended.
Okay.
Do his little shoulder shrug and then shoot over. And he's gonna shoot for about 54%. You know, you do what the KD does. You're not gonna stop him. He's just an offensive. He's an offensive juggernaut, man. As much as where I fall off with him is he talked too much. Like, he twitters too much. His Twitter fingers is sick. You know, his burner phone. You know, all the stuff in the media he started talking about. You know,
Right.
I can't get down with it. I can't. I just want you to play ball. I mean, it's not like shut up and dribble or nothing, but it's like if you're gonna say something dumb, just don't say nothing. Just ball.
Right.
Just ball. Just ball. The same thing with Kyrie. Kyrie started talking when they started interviewing him. I feel like I should be like, you remember Terry Tate? I feel like I should be Terry Tate when I go tackle him when he try to talk. Joe, you make smoke. That's how I should be with Kim, man. He tried to talk because he's gonna say something dumb and off the cuff. Even before the the preseason workouts start. He did the.
Mhm.
I want to say he did the right thing by putting out a statement instead of talking to the reporters, because he said in the statement he wanted to convey his what he's trying to say properly, so that he knows that he can't really, when he says stuff, some stupid stuff come out of his mouth. He kind of like a
Right.
knee jerk, like Tourette's almost.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna say
Knee-jerk
something
reaction,
dumb
yeah.
when they ask him. Like, the world's
Yeah.
flat. What are you?
Kyrie,
I'm gonna start my own league.
Like,
I'm gonna start my own league.
I was asking you like, well, were you gonna get the PlayStation 5? Like, what are you talking about? The world's flat, Kyrie. Like, what's the matter with you? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start my own league. We should go that.
What?
You don't need the white
Kyrie,
man's
like-
money.
No, Kyrie, how's your mom doing? That's all I ask you, bro. You know what
That's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, she's good, man. She's good.
Oh, she's good. Okay. All right, damn, Kyrie, shit. We can't take this dude nowhere.
Thank you for asking Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Like, whoa. Kyrie,
Like, calm
chill.
down, Kyrie. So I think he did the right thing with just like writing a statement, making a statement, and I'm pretty sure whoever his rep is, or whoever his PR rep, two thumbs up.
Oh yeah, hey, shut him up real
Two
quick.
thumbs up, man. Because he's toxic, and the minute he started talking and not playing,
Rap.
he kills the season. He kills the season. So
He's a
I
really
hope
smart.
they do well, man. I would love to see the Nets and the Lakers in the finals. I would love to see that.
I'd like to see
I want to see. I want the Heat to go back.
I know you do.
Sure. If we get Giannis, I really don't think they're gonna. I don't think that would be a problem with us going back if we get Giannis, but I don't think we're gonna get Giannis.
You're really shooting for that already.
I really hope they do. I really hope they do. Like, because like with Giannis added to that Miami team, it'd be a wrap. Like we'll win the championship.
I feel like in your mind you played that whole season out with Giannis.
I
through
did.
the finals and everything, the playoff
I did.
finals and
Hoisting
everything.
up the trophy and everything.
I was so sure. Like it went through my mind. Like what was that? Like what show? Raven. That's so Raven. It
Yeah,
was one of those premonitions.
visions. One of the visions.
Yeah, it was a vision. Like I said, like, yeah, we got this, but he's got to sign. And I don't know, like Milwaukee, Miami. Miami's still Miami. Please, like, you rather.
Yes,
That's
no.
it.
It is. I'm not saying, I never said that, but it's like, I don't know if that's his mindset though. He don't care. He can go to Miami on the weekend. Like, nothing's stopping him from going to Miami. If you got $200 million, he can go to Miami if you want.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You rather cry and you rather cry on the beach. You rather cry whatever's in Milwaukee. I don't know what's there. Like
They got some good buildings there. I heard there's some
the
good.
Laverne and Shirley things. Yeah, the brewery, the Laverne and Shirley. You ready to cry over there by that sign? Like, what's in Milwaukee, bro? Other than
You sound like a
Brewers,
jilted lover, sir. Okay,
I'm just saying, son.
You
Like,
sound like he broke up with you and he don't.
I'm just saying, son. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
He said no, bro. Get over it. Okay, just move on.
I don't think he said no. He didn't say yes in Milwaukee yet. Like, I'm just saying, like, think about it, right? $230 million. If that was anywhere else, he would have jumped at it. But it's in fucking Milwaukee. Like, who wants to be in Milwaukie?
True story. I
You know
don't
what I'm
disagree
saying?
with you.
There's a reason he hasn't signed it yet. There's a reason he hasn't signed it.
I don't disagree with you. But I have a question for you. Speaking to similar to that, why did you think Gordon Hayward chose to go to Charlotte?
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward in Charlotte. That's weird.
It is, right?
Why would Gordon Hayward go to Charlotte? North Carolina.
Nope. Went to Butler.
He went to Butler. I know he went to Butler, which is in Indiana. It's like North. Can't be that.
Nope.
I don't know.
Right.
Maybe he. Oh! I know why.
Why?
because that's who's doing the most money. Bingo. That's who's doing the most money. Where else was Gordon Hayward would go?
This Indiana was gonna pay him. They were gonna pay him what Charlotte paid him for sure.
No, I don't think.
No,
yeah.
they fell for that banana in tailpipe with Oladipo. They're not gonna do that again.
No, well, Office Depot, it was like no. They're trying to make. They're trying to build a team around Office Depot too.
Yeah. Do they got him covered with bubble wrap before they try to send him out?
They gonna need to cover him with something.
He get hurt walking on a treadmill, man.
You better cover him with some Geico.
Oh, you need Jake from State Farm for him. You
Jake
need
from State Farm. You gotta have somebody for that dude. That dude is Fragile.
Yeah.
That's what he's Fragile. He's like that coming from
Fragile.
Fragile. He's French.
He's
Remember
soft in
that
the
other
middle.
movie? Was that A Christmas Story? I love Christmas songs. That movie's about to come back. Fragile.
Fragile.
That's Office Depot.
Yeah.
That's Office Depot in that show.
He is, man. I can't deny it because it's like he was saying something about wanting to go somewhere. I want to say it was back to Orlando or something like that. And they was like,
Right.
we good, man. Go ahead. You sign back with them. You good.
Bro, when Mickey Mouse don't want you, bro, it's a wrap.
Well, he was with them and like he was hurt there. And then he left there for free agency, and then Oklahoma signed him. And then they realized, well, you're not who you thought we were. So then he went to Indiana. So I was, I can't. You that young and you already on the move like that? I don't know.
When you're 13.
Right. So it's kind of shaky. But the last game is the Clippers and the Nuggets. So there's 5 games. So Clippers and Nuggets. I don't know what that's going to look like, to be honest with you. I need you to pull your boy Pandemic P to the carpet, though, because he literally blamed Coach Rivers as to why he sucked.
Like,
he said he had me shooting he had me set up in spots like I was JJ Redick or Ray Allen.
Yeah, I don't think
He
said. I don't think
called
he
them out
said
like
that.
they were bad players or something.
right. Like, oh, dude.
You're getting wide
If I
open
was-
shots, and you don't know.
Bro, they not. Okay, put JJ Redick in that spot in that position where they're passing the ball on the perimeter and he's going to shoot. JJ's going to knock it down.
Most times.
Who was the other person?
Ray
Allen.
Ray Allen. That's another one. Jesus Sutter's is going to knock that down. Pandemic P or whatever the fuck you want to call himself right now. Let's do it like Doc Rivers ain't shoot that ball that hit the side of the rim, hit the side of the backboard.
Hit the side of the backboard. Are you kidding me?
You did that. You did that.
Yeah, I don't understand why he would say that though. I don't understand
Right.
why he say that when he called himself like a shooter. When he called himself a shooter.
He said he was a
Right.
shooter.
Yeah.
He said that. And then he tried it. So they're interviewing these people, and they were like, he's like, yeah, it wasn't Coach Rivers' fault. I got some soul searching to do. It was, stuff that I should have did. Like he retracted because apparently he said what he said, and then he probably checked his mentions, and they're like, man, you a punk for saying that.
Yeah, why would you say that?
Yeah. And all of a sudden he's retracting it. So it's
Austin Rivers and dropped 3 hot wings in his pool house because you talking about his pops.
he about to go get live on
As soon as he clean his fingers, he gonna go live.
Hey, I'm telling you.
What'd he say?
You wait till New York play the Clippers. I'm locked in, sir.
I'm locked in, baby. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Let's go, Austin.
I'm getting an Austin Rivers jersey, sir.
I'm getting Austin Rivers jersey. We're gonna get Austin Rivers jerseys. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it.
We got to get Austin Rivers on the show, man. We got to get him on.
Yeah,
the
get
show.
it. I'm gonna jump on this. I'm gonna send him a message like I did with Triller.
Yeah.
Triller hit me back. Did I tell you? Triller
No,
hit me
you
back.
didn't.
Yeah, they hit me back. We'll talk about it off.
Okay.
We talk about it off air.
Okay.
Man,
that's the Christmas lineup, man. The league opens up the regular season starts the 22nd, But
Okay.
the Christmas lineup is what I read to you. You know, Lakers against the Mavericks. You got Doncic, and you know, and then my squad, the hit squad.
So like I said,
We go ahead and fast forward to the finals if we could. Give us
You wanna
our
fast forward to the
70,
finals?
let's see, it's 72 games. I figure we're gonna get about 61 of them.
61 on played.
61, 11
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about the
records.
whoo.
I think it's gonna be tough,
111.
man.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
tough, dude. Like I
I
don't
don't
know.
think it's gonna be that easy.
I don't think it's
gonna
that
be
easy.
that easy.
Man, I don't think it's that easy to repeat.
Unless
for the
if they
Lakers.
all this is what it is. If they all stay healthy.
That's what I was about to say. That like if LeBron James buys everybody hyperbaric chambers,
He
okay.
got one too, though, while you both.
He has. Like, I think he has like 2 or 3 of them. He said he
He got
has.
like 2 of them. We gotta have one for Bronny.
He gotta have one for Bronny. If he buys everybody on the Lakers a hyperbaric chamber, that's only what $12 million right there. He got it. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you talking about LeVar Ball. LeBron is like raising Captain America. Think about this. What? He come out the womb eating right. Like who does that? He don't even eat fried food. I can't trust him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, and with the NBA decriminalized, well, not testing for marijuana. Did you read that story?
I saw that. Not testing.
Not testing for marijuana. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I'm glad we didn't re-sign J.R. Smith.
That's tough.
That's messed up.
Just saying.
That's tough.
I'm just saying he's probably high right now.
He's like, oh, you got the news early. Yeah, got the news early. Like,
I love Matt Barr's statement. He said he was like he mentioned the commissioner. He's like, hey, I'm ready to come out of retirement.
Alan Silver.
Yeah.
He's like, we're not
he
going to
said,
test marijuana. Everybody's like, yeah, I want a ball now.
I'm ready to hoop. Let's go. He
David
said, like,
Stoudemire, so like, yo, where my shoes at? Where my shoes at, baby?
everybody think they got it in now. So
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like some rules though, like you can't smoke before the game and stuff like that.
well, yeah, you can't have it. You can't have it in the stadium.
in the
You
stadium,
can't, like in the locker room.
yeah.
You can't have it in the locker room.
But
You can't be at halftime rolling up the chair.
JR Smith's gonna look over to Michael Beasley like, hey, you want to take that walk real quick?
Yeah. They car smoking in a mug, right?
You're like, hey, isn't J.R. Smith and Michael Beasley while driving down Figure Road? Like, isn't there a game?
Yeah.
Not saying Michael Beasley's gonna play with the Lakers ever again. After that shorts thing, that dude was hot then, bro. You gotta be hot. You remember that?
Yeah.
He almost checked into the game with black shorts on.
Yep.
How's that happen? What happened?
You gotta be a special kind of high. I don't know what kind of strand they were on.
Listen. This is like in the middle of the game. Like you saw everybody else's shorts. How do you miss that?
Because you ain't playing and you're high. You don't think
Yeah,
you see everybody else's, but you think yours automatically looks like theirs.
Oh, you want me to go in? Okay. You get someone goes checking the score and saying people looking at me weird. Like, why is everybody looking at me weird?
you don't think about it until you snatch the sweatpants off.
You do the
pants
pull
are
away.
already off.
Yeah, you do the pull.
The pants are already off. Like he's standing there. There's video of him standing right there, and like just someone tells him, and he looks down. He's like, "Oh shit!" Runs off, and he comes back. I wouldn't put him in the game. I was like, just go take a nap, bro. Just go take a nap. I'll let you know. Hey, we won.
Yeah, just go to catering, man. Yeah, I'm sure you're hungry.
Just go. Just go ahead and get something to eat, bro. Go to the catering truck and I'm just saying, dude.
You're right. I'm telling you, some of them you look at, you're kind of suspect. You got the ones that's like clean cut, want to ball all the time, and you look at them like some of them are like, I don't know if you're gonna be coming to practice. I just don't. Some of them you can't trust with that.
I know, right? With that
It's
rule.
shaky. It's kind of shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of shaky. We'll see.
That's gonna be dudes at the damn the door of the locker room. Like, hold on, who? Hey, hey, Jr. You know a Mookie?
Exactly. Why is Lil Nuck Nuck at the arena? He got tickets? You got tickets.
Why does it smell like that? You know what I'm saying? Oh, he a weed man. Oh, okay.
Why is your
Okay.
weed man got front row tickets? Why is he sitting next to Jack?
You gonna have every weed man in LA like thinking they Frank Lucas.
You got Jack
Shout out to the
Nicholson, Denzel Washington, and Lil Nuck Nuck right
And
next
Lil
to each
Nuck Nuck right next to each other, lined up. And Snoop right next to him.
Right.
I heard you got it, baby.
Snoop got his weed man next to him.
Right.
I heard you got it, baby. What's up?
What's happening, nephew?
Plot twist, Snoop is the weed man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
You know he coming there after the games. You got to
Facts.
Burn it down.
So
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a good start, man. I was talking to Ron offline about the college scene as far as college basketball.
Mhm.
It's jumping off. It's trying. They stumbled out of the gates with all the COVID and trying to handle all the protocols and stuff like that.
Right.
But, they're starting to get going a little bit. I think Gonzaga, he's more of an avid watcher than I am.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of jilted because Auburn can't make it to the playoffs already out of it, and plus they're not as good as they were last year anyway.
Well, Auburn doesn't have a point. Has a really good point guard. That's been their problem.
Yeah,
Point guard play with Auburn.
Well, and they're not an offensive minded team, and
At all.
so
They can't really shoot.
When they played Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, me and Ryan were watching, and we said
I watched the game too.
We were like, he was like, oh, they're still on. I was like, no, they're gonna get blown out because they don't have enough offense.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not gonna hold Gonzaga down to 60 points. They're just not. So, and they're not gonna be able to score 80. You're gonna to beat Gonzaga, you got to score 77 to 81 points if you're gonna even have a chance.
Even have a chance, yeah.
Right. And Auburn ain't got that in them.
They don't. And it's definitely a different team than it was last year. There's like number one reason being like there's no point guard play with Auburn at all.
Yeah,
it's Bruce Pearl is pretty much just putting somebody in that spotlight to see if they're going to gel with the rest of the team. Now I did notice like last year the game against Gonzaga, they kept it as close as they possibly could. Like in that first half, they did okay to be leaving to leave. Like at halftime, go into halftime like down by 10, but it's just they had to play the rest of that game, and they just and Gonzaga's like their depth Gonzaga was way too deep for Auburn, and that's what let them pull it away.
Too long. It was a bunch. They just had a lot. Like their scores are 6-8. You know,
right?
Out rebounding.
Better shooting.
Way better shooting.
Yeah, way better shooting.
So
I saw a lot of that same thing with Duke. I think that was just a down game for Duke against Michigan State.
Michigan State is pretty good though.
But they are pretty good. Michigan State's actually pretty good, and Duke let them. I would say like, I think Duke gave that game away in the first half.
For sure.
Because right with the score when it was back and forth for the most part from what I remember seeing, it was back and forth for the most part, but then one of those things happened where Michigan State just got caught fire and Duke lost a lot of confidence and went into the second half pretty much the same thing, and Duke was like, oh, let's try to turn it on. It was too late, you know what I'm saying? So
it was a lot of turnovers with Duke.
So many turnovers. Maybe they needed Cameron Crazies because they were in an empty Cameron Indoor Stadium playing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think for me, man, that's kind of the thing for me. Is like, I think with college ball, I need the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I need it because like a lot of those guys that are playing play better with the crowd. Like the NBA product is a lot better than the college product, but the way the college product means more is because you get those guys that won't normally be as good, then they have like a night where they just feel it, and the crowd's giving it to them. They're giving it back to them, and it's just like that's what you need. And I think without the crowd in college, for me personally, it's a little different to watch because I was watching that I was watching that UConn USC game last night, and it was a good game, man. But it was just like it felt dead. It was just dead. It was just like you watching, like you had Next at the Y or something, and it was just like you were just listening, you know, pick, you know, just
Yeah.
you know, it was just wasn't it wasn't really a good product for me. Like they talent, they got some talent. UConn got some shooters, and USC got some. Their length is crazy. Like they got that boy. Is it Moxie?
I had to look it
I
up.
forget his name, but he's a tall. He's about 6'9", 6'10", and you know he plays in the post. Like so, he gets the ball, takes one dribble. He has a right baby hook and a left baby hook. So I'm like,
That's all you need.
That's it.
Do you think it would be for you to be able to watch it and feel it? Do you think it'd be do you think it'd be different if like you knew the college player's name, like you know a little bit about them?
I think it would be something different. I think it's kind of hard to invest into them because you don't know if they're going to be there next year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like with the in the league and NBA, you know, like LeBron just signed to, you know, he's going to be there for 4 years or AD's going to be there for 5 years. But you don't know if these guys are going to jump after the 1 year. Like this guy Mobley, I doubt he's going to be there next year. So it's kind of hard. Like it's easy for me to invest into one season at a time, kind of like Kentucky does with their teams. But it's kind of hard for me to be like, man, I can't wait till this team shows up. Like Auburn last year, you know, was the year before last went to the Final Four. And now,
year before last?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. And now it's like a whole new team. You don't recognize nobody.
Yeah.
Right.
And then plus, given that the sanction, it's like, man, it's not, if you're going to put a bad product out there, you can't convince them guys to go out there and play hard, even though they're going to be playing for nothing.
Yeah.
That's a hard coaching job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's hard because it's like, you know, you ain't going to the playoffs and you ain't even played but 4 games. It's like, that's tough. So you don't know what kind of product you're going to put on the court. Are you playing for pride? Are you playing to play for next year? Like, what are you playing for?
Right.
So it's hard to watch my own team play. I'll watch some like marquee games, like some 1 versus 2s, like I like a Kansas versus Duke, or you know, just big games like that. I'll watch them. Like, you know, North Carolina's supposed to be good this year. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad about it. It's okay.
But
it's all right.
But you know, Duke, North Carolina, you got to watch that because you have to. Right? It's just like it's like watching the Iron Bowl. You have to watch it.
You have to watch Iron Bowl.
So, I'll follow the marquee stuff, but like I said, I'm not gonna be an avid wait till Saturday. I can't wait to watch Saturday college basketball or Super Monday or all that. I used to follow. You know, I used to watch college basketball ridiculous
all the time.
Right? All the time. So, but yeah, you know, I like watching ball, man, for the simple fact, like when I'm teaching my kids like what to do and how to move, I use college as the example.
Yeah, that's the perfect example to watch to try to like show a kid on TV.
Yeah, so
ball
I teach them
movements
like
and different,
how to move,
you know what I'm saying?
Pass break,
and how to move, especially how to move without the ball.
Move without the ball.
Yeah,
play defense without the ball, like man and ball on defense, move your feet, shuffle. That sort of stuff. So
it also get to teach them how you break down a film on somebody too.
Yeah,
too. Yeah, too. I actually recorded a game. When I get back, I'm going to show Dominic what to look for when you're playing, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
See if he digs it. If he likes football now, so I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what I like about college is like a lot of coaches kind of focus on fundamentals. They don't let you go out there and just be crazy.
Right.
NBA don't really do that so much, but I like the product, man, because with NBA, you know, you got a lot of guys that do a lot of different things that you really can't do. Like as much as I want to believe I'm a good shooter still, I know I can't shoot from 30 feet. I know I can't. Like I can't shoot from half court like Dame and pull up like it's a layup. No.
Right.
Hell no.
That blows my mind, bro.
Yeah.
I went to play basketball the other day, and first off, like I'm winded. You know, I was gassed like immediately. Like 3 rebounds in, bro. Like that was
40,
one of
bro,
those.
sit down.
Yeah, exactly. I felt every bit of 40, and we got. I forget. I don't know how old this kid was, man. This guy was just amazing.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't miss, and he was putting up shots. And normally, say where in normal, I guess 20 years ago, I probably would have blocked him. 20 years and like 30 pounds ago, like it just ain't the same anymore. I'm officially retiring. It's retiring from sports.
You should have left your shoes at the gym, bro. Leave
I
your
am
shoes at the gym.
done. I am not playing anymore. I can't do it anymore. Like they got just beat me into retirement. And I can admit that it's okay. Like it's
That's what I'm saying. I can watch. So to watch LeBron is like this is 18th season.
Yeah.
For him to be able to still touch the top of the square. I mean, I know he's 6'8", but still for him to be able to rise like that still, that's insane. I think Kobe was dope because Kobe changed his game because he knew he couldn't jump like that.
Right.
Sure.
Kobe knew he had about 1 or 2 of those a game.
Yeah.
But he wasn't finna do it every game. So he gonna fade away, up and under.
Jordan the same way.
Head fake, shot. You know.
Jordan the same way. Like he Jordan became like from Air Jordan to mid-range Jordan.
Fade Jordan.
Fade Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about both those guys you got to give it to. Like they dominated in one aspect of the game, and when age and time start catching up with them, they changed their style of game without so much people like really even knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and all of a sudden, like you see Michael Jordan dunk, and you're like, oh wow, he dunks still. You know, so he can still dunk, but
he lets you know he can still do it.
He lets you know, like Kobe had instances like that too, where Kobe will get up and like dunk.
Remember the one where, and I'm bringing this instance right out of the middle of the air when they were playing the Nets and Kobe dunked on like George Wallace and like 2 other Nets. He dunked on all 3 of them. Remember that?
Yeah.
I jumped up and ran out of the room.
See, stuff like that, bro. Like you're like, whoa, wow! I can't believe like he still got that in him. You know what I'm saying? They still had that. They had that. It's just not everything. They were smart enough to know how to change the game and be dominant at that game, and people couldn't stop him regardless. Because you feel like, okay, well, I could stop him I could stop either Jordan and Kobe on the wing, which is a fucking lie. No one can do that. You know, if you felt like you can do that, they would get around you and dunk on you. If you feel like, you know what I'm saying, they feel like, okay, you can give him a lane shot, they're shooting in your face. It don't.
They was like, they was better because they knew, and LeBron's kind of on that level now too. The only problem with LeBron is he doesn't really commit to it. I think LeBron, still at his age now, is committed to team ball, which is his thing, and that's great. But I think when watching Kobe and watching Michael, they've already dissected 5 ways which they're going to beat you. Right. Once you jump up on them, they've already scored on you even before they score. They know what they're going to do. They know what you're going to do, and then they know what they're going to do to get around you. I still I want to say they used to talk about McGrady, because McGrady was like one of Kobe's like contemporaries back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, when he was with Houston.
Right. McGrady was a beast. defensively, McGrady was one of the better defenders as a wing. And, you know, Kobe still giving him 35. I mean, he would get 35, but he would still give it to him.
Yeah.
You know, and because he knew that how to play against Tracy. He knew he couldn't play the same way against Tracy that he did against some Rudy Poo guard. He could just do it. He actually took what he gave him. He was quicker to the basket. His first step was quicker. He knew he could pull up because he had him going to the goal so much. He had him off balance. So it's just like it's masterful watching guys like that be able to play and mentally be able to do things physically and mentally at the same time. And I think with LeBron, when you talk about LeBron and elevate his game, he's not the consistent shooter that those two were. Because you're looking at him like, man, you should be able to hit these shots, like these open shots, a little more consistently. But he'll make them plays that you look and you're like, God, dog, how did you do that? That's, you know, he throws those passes. You know,
he's
thread
such
the
a great-
needle, pocket
yeah,
passes.
He's
and-
such a good passer.
yeah.
And
That's where the
and-
separation comes from.
that's
Right.
exactly.
That's the difference.
He's
It's
such a
like-
good passer.
He sees the game from a team standpoint, like
Where they see it from a eye
when they see it
standpoint.
from I'm the best option, so I'm gonna be that
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
His goal is to make others play. He already said he's like, man, I could win the most points every year if I wanted to.
Mhm.
That's what he said. LeBron said that. He said I could be the points. I could win the points title every year if I wanted to. And to think a pass first person is still fourth all time scorer.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? So that's
That's crazy.
just to think. That's how dominant LeBron has been, and just steady. He's been steady. If he could
Yeah, he's
ever,
been-
that was like Shaq. Like if Shaq, two things. If Shaq ever shot 70% from the free throw line, he would have dwarfed Kareem as far as
Leaps and
points.
bounds. As far as points, yeah.
As far as points.
Yeah.
If LeBron could ever shoot a consistent 75, 80% from the line, and he could up his field goal percentage, especially his shots from distance. Like right now, I think he's right at about 30%. If he could bring that up to 40, 35 or 40, it'll just be too much. He'll be a cheat code. He's already a cheat code.
Yeah, had the
He'll be
glow.
like one of them cards.
He said he had the glow.
Yeah,
He
the
got
glow.
that glow.
Yeah, had the glow.
It'd be like show enough.
Show enough. Am I the prettiest?
Show enough. Show
I'm telling
enough.
you, he's something to watch, man. And just like I said, this is 18th year, man. Like just
Yeah.
and he's still, he didn't jump out of his hyperbolic chamber. He ready to rock.
You ready to rock, boy? You ready to rock? You ready to rock and roll and get another championship? Which you said, according to you, they said it's already a lock, right? It's in the bag.
You already know that, man. You know I was gonna say that anyway.
Of course. I knew you would say that. Of course I know.
Yeah, Lakers in 5. I don't care who shows up.
Let's see. But this is the first of many Truth Be Told Sports podcasts coming to you live on YouTube. It's gonna be live on YouTube. We'll probably start doing some do some recordings and edit them up a little bit, like try to make it pretty for you guys on there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also click on the bell for your post notifications. That way, when we drop a new video, when a new one is uploaded, whenever we decide to upload, you will get a notification and you can run over and watch the video with us. So don't forget to subscribe to us on Apple, Google, Spotify, Radio Republic, iHeartRadio. Search us for Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Look us up on Facebook. Look us up on Instagram. Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. You guys got anything else?
I'll let you go first there, sir. You got anything you want to add?
Right.
Man, just look out for Chosen Road Athletics, man. If you looking at it, man, if you're down here in Mobile, Alabama, man, check us out, man. Hit us up, man.
There you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. Now, so I want to give you that. So I want to shout out everybody who's riding with us, riding with Truth Be Told Sports for this long. Appreciate you, bro, for coming on, being our first live guest on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Big deal.
Mobile standing up. So we appreciate you. We got to represent when we can.
No doubt.
I thank everybody, like you said, hit us up on the socials, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Instagram.
I ain't changed my social. I didn't change my name at all.
Sorry.
Hey, it's okay. But you can find me at King Hooley on Twitter.
Yep.
You see Hollow Point's handle right there in this little box.
There's mine right over here.
I gave you my whole government, so.
Yeah, you did. God, that's a rookie move, dude.
Rookie move. It's that first YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. If y'all want to refute all the things that we've said about whoever, feel free.
Comments, drop in the comments.
We're not sensitive at all. And Austin Rivers, sir, if you would like to be a part of the show, please hit us up.
Come on. Come on. I don't know. I guess I can get my girl to make some peanut butter and jelly with the crust cut off for you. Bro, would you do that for him? Make Austin Rivers a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with the crust cut off?
Hey, get him the water. Get him the water with the cucumber in it.
It was water with Oh, we get some water with cucumber in it too. Wait, hold on. Oh no. Yeah,
Coach?
Huh?
Coach?
No, his son, the coach's son,
Austin Rivers.
Austin Rivers.
What, you want me to make some strawberry quick too?
Boom. Boom. Yes, sir.
Boom. There you go.
Remember on Cosby Show, it was like, hey, y'all got some cran apple juice?
What? Cran apple juice.
Some cran apple juice.
What the hell
But
is
yeah,
that?
that's what's up, man. So catch us next time, right?
Yes, sir. That's it.